Hi folks, wish you all the best for the new year. It's January the 3rd. Done one painting in the last 2 weeks, I think, and that was a bit of a disaster with the sound. I was using this camcorder, a new camcorder. There it is. It looked good. Good picture, it takes good photographs, but the sound on it is absolutely awful. And I had several complaints about it. The picture was very laggy. I changed the SIM cards. I suppose that's the memory cards, to super fast. Didn't make any difference. So reluctantly, I'm trying to get my money back on this one. There it is, camcorder. Let's see the top of the box, just so you'll know. Digital Life, Siri, made in China, high definition. Camcorder. Siri, NTSC/PAL. I couldn't make it work. There's not a lot of adjustments in it. I tried zooming in, zooming out, having the camera further away, nearer. But wherever it was, the sound was very bad, and some of you will be very pleased to know that I've scrapped it, or in the process of. So I've handed this over to PayPal to sort out, because I did use it, and funny enough the seller said, "Oh, you've used it." Well, of course I've used it, that's how I know it's so bad. So I'm not very happy with that. So we'll see where we go. I've been talking to Alan Owen about what he uses, and he's used all sorts of things. Point and shoot cameras, which he reckons are very good. Second-hand ones. Canon always good. I'm using a Canon here, but it doesn't do the pause and record, sadly. But it's a good little camera. It's mostly been okay for the 1700 videos, or 1500 to 1700 videos I've made with it. I'm using it with the new super fast 32 gig memory card. Didn't make the slightest bit of difference on the other one. So here we are, back with a Fabriano, £130 weight. So I'm going to give it a wet, do a woodland scene, just to work my way back into the habit of painting most days. I will be going back and doing some acrylics in the not too distant future. Okay, so just let that go. Just finish my tea. Right, I'm using the large one, Ransom Hake. Now I know one or two of you, or more than one or two of you, have great difficulty with this and say you don't get on with the brush. It's only because you don't persevere with it. We all have the same problem. It holds an inordinate amount of water, but it does so much. You can do the whole painting with the hake. As big as it seems, it's got edges, corners. It splits as it wears. It gets very thin edged. Look. I've got the camera on automatic focus, so it might lag a little bit going between one and the other. That was the problem with the cheap camcorder, that it was very laggy. If you move the brush, it blurred, because it just wouldn't pick up. And I tried all different resolutions, to no avail. I'll have nightmares over that, I think. It's not the money, it's just the fact that it just wasn't fit for purpose. So that was from eBay. Right, okay, so let's put a bit of raw sienna in. Try and get a bit of light going through the middle of the painting. But I want some blue, bit of red. Don't want this too dark. For those of you that are painting impressionist work, with the hake. Matthew Clemens started a channel, well, a Facebook page a couple of months ago, Disciples of Ron Ranson, or Ron Ranson Disciples, and it's got well over 70 members now. It's not just for beginners, or it's for all people that use the hake and want to share their paintings in a forum where we can comment and not necessarily give advice, because you learn by experience by doing. I've got my board at a 25, 30 degree angle. When your paper expands, reclip it. I've got quite a bit of the Winsor & Newton rough paper and the Knott hot pressed paper. The £90 is very, very good. I'm also waiting for a delivery of 100 sheets of this Fabriano, and if you want to help fund my channel, help with the expenses, like camcorders and things, have a look at my Patreon channel. Right, I'm just going to put in some bit of blue, just the background. There's a bit of alizarin in there with a bit of that blue. Okay, while that's wet we can right. While that's wet, just some tree shapes, some sappy trees. It's coming down in where the reflections will go. Just a rough impression, and that will dry. But because the board is at such a shallow angle rather than vertical, I used to do vertical because I didn't have a boom for the camera then, so I had to zoom. I had to have the camera coming low down over my shoulder. But with my mate's boom that he made, I can do all that. Right, let's put in some warmer colours. Let's have a bit of burnt sienna with the ultramarine. Right, now put some more in. I have to just reinstate some of that. As it dries, I can put in more nice marks, so a bit of sienna. Warmer colours coming to the foreground. So we'll have walking through a sort of a after the rain type of landscape. Okay, so let's just get in some of this here. So you walk through somewhere like Ashdown Forest or Headley Heath. After the rain, you will find lots of this sort of stuff in English landscape. Had a rotten cough over the New Year. We were down at Bexhill-on-Sea, which is it's a very nice place in part between Hastings and Eastbourne on the south coast of the UK with our great friends. And for any of you followers of the Hastings drummers, Section 5 drummers, we join them at the Stag Inn, as we always do, on New Year's Day, and followed them down to at the front, the stage, and there's a lovely band of people, lovely interest. I don't aim for a likeness, I'm aiming for an impression. Alright, let's get some trees in there now. Some more trees. Come up here. There's a lot on Facebook on well, I'm talking the UK, British Impressionists, but I think that's going more global. And that's for water, any medium. Just put in some reflections in there. It could even be spring. I was painting winter in the autumn in the spring. Let's have a bigger one there. Not paying attention too much to where the shadows are on these things. Get some of that down there. See, that's taking a bit of dry brush now. It's a cheap paper, but it's very good. Okay, let's do some on the other side now. Stephen Cronin does a lot of this. But it's all Ron Ranson-ish. Although we don't copy Ron Ranson, of course we just use his techniques, the materials. You use what paints you like, whatever you're happy with. But it's essentially an impressionist watercolour painting with the large hake, which he discovered. It stops you fiddling and fussing around with detail. It's getting away from detail is the key. It's not putting it all in, it's what you leave out that is the important thing. Just having fun with it. I'll just put some ripples in. Right, now we want to put some bit of sienna, a burnt sienna that is, a bit of ultramarine blue, just get some dark in here. Let's have a bit of yellowy sienna, a bit of warm in there, look. Let's have some raw sienna in there too. So we are, autumn. Now remember, you've got to put some branches going into these, otherwise they're just floating there. So a bit of water on the brush, bring the hake together, just a dark, it doesn't matter what sort of dark you have. Just put some branches into that impression of leaves. It's just my shorthand for leaves. Got a bit more blue in there, I think. So just giving that impression that there's distance. It's about the colour recession, aerial perspective. Aerial perspective. That's using cool colours to give an impression of distance, and warm colours an impression of closeness. Trying to create an illusion of 3 dimensions on a 2-dimensional piece of paper. Right, I'm quite pleased with that. It's because it was simple, I wasn't thinking too much about it. I was just painting away, just enjoying the process. I'm going to do much more than that. Don't want a figure in there. But we can if we want. We'll get a figure brush. So let's have an orangey figure, bit of cadmium yellow and a bit of alizarin. That's a nice mix. So let's put someone here. Haven't used any burnt umber on this. Blue. You're leading a bit, isn't he? But never mind. Just bring him round a bit. Right, let's have a little bit of that. Right, we'll just pull that aside, we'll put a mount on it, give it a signature. Right, put a bit of paper, put a bit of tape on there just to hold it. I should put in a bit of, I'll do that in a second. I just put a mount on it. Just put up some warmer. So there we are. Let's just put in a bit of warmer trunks, a bit of burnt umber, and a bit of ultra. It's just. Okay, that just gives a little bit of, just anchor that. Okay, there we are, got one for the new year, start the new year. Quite like that, hope you do too. I'll just zoom out, if that's as good as that's going to get. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, thanks for watching folks, see you anon, bye bye.